Greetings and welcome. Thank you for joining me here on TikTok Live at Bloom From Within Love. I go by Bloomy. And tonight's reading is kind of a continuation from earlier. Earlier, we talked about the subconscious on my live earlier today, how the subconscious affects relationships and how 90% of human behavior is governed by the subconscious. And so now we're going to use Oracle and Tarot to ask Source or guides, what are the hidden things? What are the hidden issues that are affecting our current connections? Okay, this is for the collective that I'm channeling for that is wanting to rightly make appropriate judgment calls on how to proceed in situations that they find themselves in. Okay, if there's some subconscious blockages, if there's some vendettas, if there's some toxicity that is lying beneath the surface, whether it is on your side or the other people's side, finding out what is that. And then at the end, of course, we're going to get the guidance as to, okay, so what is Source saying to you in terms of what is supporting you or how to proceed, right? In the most loving, high vibrational way possible. But to bring the revelation of what's hidden, we talked about it earlier, but we just didn't get into any of y'all's situations or the hidden things, the subconscious issues that are playing an effect, are influencing some connections in your life, okay? This could very well be a family dynamic. It could very well be roommate dynamic. It could very well be co-workers, bosses, lovers. You just have to get in where you can fit in and take this as it resonates, okay? I just want to say thank you all for coming in. Those of you who are coming in, I appreciate all of you. I certainly hope that this serves you in a loving and a benevolent way. Again, disclaimers, I probably won't be staring at the screen very much, so I just want to say to y'all, I'm sending y'all love and light. All of y'all that come in here with that high vibe energy and positivity, I'm always amplifying it back to you where you need it most, okay? Always, always, all right? And for, that disclaimer I always give about negativity. All right, if something comes in the feed, you guys, and it's way out there to the left, you know what I'm saying, some crazy, just disregard it, okay? I mean, that's the nature of social media. That's the nature of the World Wide Web. You're going to always have a mixed bag, and I've accepted that, okay? And I'm just trying to encourage you all to do the same. Now, let's move past that. I want to get us some sage going here. I already started the, going to use the sage from one of my favorite stores. One of my fave metaphysical stores. And we're just going to cleanse a little bit. A smidgy. Let's see. Ooh, yes, ready. Ooh. Come on, burn, baby. And then afterwards, I'm going to use some energy spray as well to bring in the element of water. Whew, so just take it in. I'm doing it over myself, afresh. The cards. Woo. The space. TikTok, Bloom From Within Love. No, I'm just kidding. Take it in if you're open to it, just to clear your energy from just the day, stress, anxiety, worries, other people's energies, just everything that feels heavy, weighing you down. Just get settled, get relaxed, take several deep cleansing breaths. Set your intentions and just bring to mind what's on your mind regarding what subconscious hidden issues are affecting the connections that are on your mind right now, right? That amplifies the probability of me tapping into your story. It is a general collective reading. It is not Q&A. So this is for the collective that I am currently channeling for. You set your intentions that'll amplify the probability of me tapping into your story or your energy in some way. Oh, yeah, baby. I've already premeditated. I evoke the violet fire, circle of love, light, protection, and reflection around me, around this reading. May my intentions be amplified and refortified. This platform, the high vibe viewers and followers, love and light, peace, benevolence only, truth and clarity. Things that are going to bring empowerment, things that are going to bring encouragement, things that are going to bring wisdom and strategy, things that are going to bring release, confirmation, closure, whatever they need, whatever they need. All right, I'm gonna let this burn down. I'm gonna let my Buddha head burn down here. And then I'm gonna use this sage spray that I have. This is not my personal one. I actually got this from another store of mine, but I always add like my extras, even when I don't make my own. So I'll usually charge it with Reiki. I'll add crystals, light language intentions, things like that, right? So we're gonna spray just a smidge to bring in that softening element of water, the soothing element of water, as well as refortifying that clearing here, right? Oh yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. All right, you guys. I'm gonna turn down these water sounds a little bit. And we'll get right into it. All right. So what are these hidden subconscious things that are affecting the connections that are on your mind for the collective? Light team, I thank you in advance for providing this truth and clarity, intuitive messages and guidance for those who are asking, for those who are resonating with this reading, the continuation of earlier. The connections that are on their mind, the subconscious issues, traumas, wounds that are hidden deep into the subconscious but are affecting their dynamics, their current relationships in some way. What are these issues? What are the subconscious issues? Please and thank you. And may this be used in benevolent energy. Wow, sexual arts is at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, and pride. Ooh, we got pride and sexual arts already, you guys. So for some folks, y'all dealing with, folks got some wounds regarding sex. Maybe they were, unfortunately, maybe they were abused sexually. Maybe they have a sexual addiction, sexual attachments, and then also have victim consciousness. So they, that came out earlier. They're in a victim mentality, so it's like they feel victimized and that everything is really everyone else's fault. And now take this as a resonate, because it could very well be you. So you have to just kind of feel out, who is it for? Okay, my intentions is to go really towards those that are on your mind, but you'll know if the shoe fits, right? You'll know. And I just saw faith. So for some of you, it's some subconscious religious beliefs that are subconsciously affecting these connections, the differences, and they don't know that's why they're behaving and conducting in certain ways. And then some people are just straight selling out, and they don't realize that is some kind of wound in the soul. Wow. And they have on masks. Take off your mask. Wow. And they don't know it, but they're masking it. So let's just get some more, okay? And we're going to get layers, of course, as guided. All right, light team, thank you. What are these hidden subconscious issues? Dang. Oh, no. Patience. Oh, 23 breaking down to a 5. Transformation and change. Some of these individuals lack patience and unteachable. Yep, look at that. How teachable are you? They lack patience and they're unteachable. So what I'm picking up right away is that a lot of people were rigid. Maybe it's to do with some kind of a belief system. Maybe they're in some kind of a lack energy and they feel like everything needs to be right now, their way, right now, today, right? And it's hidden though. It's in the subconscious. So we're going to get more. What else, light team? Anything else from this deck? What are the hidden things in the subconscious that's affecting the collective? I'm channeling for these relationships and dynamics. What are the hidden subconscious issues, light? Boom. It wanted to flip in reverse. Courage. So there's fear. There's some kind of fear in the subconscious. And some is insecurity. So some have a perfectionist attitude. It's due to some things that have maybe happened either in their childhood or even as adults or young adults. And they don't have courage in some kind of way to be themselves, to face themselves, to heal, to develop, accept themselves. And it's something to do with some of their views about beauty or handsomeness or appearance, okay, towards themselves and others. So what's affecting some of these connections is some people's lack of courage to go within, to find their own truth, to find their own beauty and worth and value. And as a result, it comes out as impatience and it comes out as unavailability. And it's because of their own insecurities surrounding physical appearance in some way. Anything else? Wow. Temptation. Dun, dun, dun. Temptation is affecting the connections that are on you guys' mind. So these individuals are constantly tempted by what appears to be a good thing. Look, and here's sexual arts again. Again, here it is again. So with courage being in the middle and having wanted to fall out in reverse, they're not courageous, and it's due to some kind of a sexual addiction, some type of impatience with healing and transformation, okay? Or within a connection to where they get influenced by temptation and they don't even know that that's what's really happening. And it's due to their own insecurities surrounding physical appearance, their own beliefs about that, okay, about them and towards, others. And then from earlier, since we had faith and then we had pride, we had some other things at the bottom of the deck. So that's telling me that subconsciously their beliefs systems, their conditioning, their programming regarding beauty, regarding relationships in some way, okay, dynamic, is affecting a connection with you because of the beliefs that they have. And is due to either some kind of a trauma, some kind of trauma bond where addictions got, started. Something happened to them, maybe sexually, and it just turned and morphed into some kind of a sexual, fixation, like heightened over heightened sexuality. Okay, and this is the temptation for some. This is the temptation, and they don't have the courage to face that. It's not even in their awareness, because we're asking what's hidden in the subconscious. To them, from their perspective, you, them, whoever, from their perspective, they're normal. From their perspective, you know what I'm saying, they're just living life as they wish, choosing what they will, you know what I'm saying, wanting what they want when they want it, with that lack of patience. But that's not what's happening. And the subconscious is something else that's causing them to probably have toxic effects or negative effects on various relationships, because it's not seen. They're not dealing with it. Look at, and then here it is. Boom. I was waiting for it. Rejection. And see, when people don't deal with the roots of rejection, depending on their personality type, or depending on how they manifest their things, right? People who deal with this and are not aware of it, they seek constant approval outside of themselves. They end up getting into some type of addictive behavior or attachments, right? Due to maybe being rejected in childhood, rejected by a first love, some kind of a trauma. And they end up turning and morphing, if they don't deal with it. Some start morphing into the very people or the very frequency and ways as those who did that to them. They start becoming that energy, that frequency, that way of life, that way of being. And it's the rejection that's hidden in that subconscious, right? And in some cases, it may be about sex, literally. There's the inner child. I was waiting to see inner child because I know it's related. I can feel it. Inner child, look at this. Inner child, love, and how teachable. So they're resisting to their own growth, and it's due to some kind of a pain. So they're in survival mode, some kind of wound. And that's influencing this connection. Okay, they keep getting led away or astray by temptation. And a temptation could be sexual. A temptation could be a tendency to listen to other people. A temptation can be a tendency to always run back to past people. A temptation could be a tendency just to be overly consumed with appearance, overly consumed with sex, wanting things immediately their way, and it's causing them to act in certain ways with relationships, lacking patience for proper development. Wow. Dang, though. Y'all are ready, though? For real, though? For realsies, y'all? I'm just kidding. For realsies, y'all? Well, it's good to know, because you know what? Wow, look at this. Chaos and self-worth. All shiznit. This is confirming it right here. Chaos. So their lives are led in chaos, even if it's shiny and polished. It's chaos. And it's chaos because it's hidden in the subconscious. They lack this true self-worth, even if they're acting arrogantly. Because that's a cover-up. It's a defense, because they don't want to appear weak. They don't want to appear like they've been affected in any way. But truth be told, from the subconscious, they lack self-worth due to some kind of shits that happened, right? Where they started getting these addictions, where the inner child got wounded, where they started resisting and lacking courage to face shit, you know what I'm saying? And then continually being tempted to stay in those energies, and this is resulting in chaos. Chaos meaning it's affecting the connection with you, and it's probably a cycle of that they live. And look at this. The fledging. This is about somebody being attacked, somebody being beat, somebody being assaulted, somebody gossip, somebody being accused, somebody being mistreated, somebody being abused, right? Many of them have gone through this, and they've become very aggressive, angry, fast and loose, easily tempted individuals. They can't govern their own energy properly. And as a result, some of them start projecting this kind of stuff out towards people. Because of these subconscious things, they start fledging other people. attacking people who's done nothing to them, attacking people, right, that maybe they're afraid of, or they can't have their way, or whatever the situation may be, right? Wow. This stuff is hidden in the subconscious. I want to keep saying that. Ooh, look at this. We got the Queen of Fire. Yeah. It's by a feminine energy. Some kind of a toxic, distorted feminine energy. Yep. That was the start of it. It could be a mother figure. Like I said earlier, it could be a baby mama. It could be an ex. You know what I'm saying? But that's what kind of like the roots of what's hidden in the subconscious of what is currently affecting their now relationships because of all this shit that's hidden in their subconscious. And look at it. Here's deceit. Boom. As I cut the deck. Boom. Here's deceit. So they live an illusionary life. They live in illusions and delusions, right? Because of this. And they practice deception because of it, right? It's all those inner wounds, that subconscious energy. Some of them I'm picking up, that's the life that they know. That's what they came up in. That's how they were raised. That's, they watched. And it's not an excuse. So please don't think that's where I'm going. But I'm only just pointing out to the energy. They watched people their whole lives just be deceptive, live in illusions, chasing fantasy, feeding addictions by any means necessary. So this has become a way of life, and it affects, even though it's subconscious, it's affecting current relationships, and that includes the one with you, right? Wow. All right, y'all. Okay. Light team, what is patience about? Can we get more on patience? What's patience regarding what's hidden here? What's patience about, light team, please and thank you? Patience, light, boom. Risk. See, I'm getting two things with this. So for some of them, they are too risky because they lack patience. They're always looking for the next thrill, the next high, the next sparkly, shiny thing, the next the next thing to make them feel good. So they lack patience and they take unnecessary risk that hurt them. There's a healthy version of this, right? And they're in fragmented, distorted energy because these wounds are hidden in the subconscious. So it's almost like what happens is it's backwards. They lack patience to develop things healthy, right? In a healthy way, to heal, to deal with things in a healthy way, connections in a healthy way. Also to make healthy choices for things that are developing the slow way instead of appearing like it's everything. The microwave popcorn mentality. Right? That instant fix, unnecessary risk, but they are afraid of taking healthy risk for change because of that wound. It makes them feel vulnerable. It makes them feel weak. It makes them feel exposed, which is really not. But they lack the courage to do the inner work, to face the subconscious, to see how their behaviors in the 3D, to see that there's a sex addiction, to see that they have a tendency to get too easily tempted, whether this is an attitude, like I said earlier, whatever that represents, the cowardliness, you know what I'm saying, not facing their own inner shit, you know what I'm saying? It's all in the subconscious. Yep, look at this, trapped. They perceive that in that victim mentality that they are trapped. Trapped in a way of living, in a way of doing, in a way of being. Trapped by certain beliefs, certain cultures. Trapped by appearances. Trapped by their addictions. Right? It's in the subconscious though. What's courage, light team? Light? Boom. Look at this. Wow. See, look, wishing. Remember how I said they lack the courage. They stay in a state of fantasy. They stay in a state of just wishing. Wishing things will get better. Wishing for this, wishing for that. Sitting back, wishing, right? They lack the courage to come out of wishing and to come into transformation, to come into action, to come into doing and taking the proper steps towards their healing, towards their balance, right? They rather just wish. Okay, this is in the subconscious. And there it is. I was waiting to see it. Lust. I said it earlier. Sexual arts was at the bottom of the other deck. Boom, right here. Told y'all. So for some of you, they have a deep, there's nothing wrong with a healthy sense of lust, right? Lust in and of itself is not the issue. Lust becomes the issue when there is subconscious, toxic, addictive behavior and attachment, codependencies that are exploratory in nature, that are wild and frivolous, that are reckless and chaotic. Right? Or that starts, kind of ruling over the person from being able to make proper decisions, allowing the lust to constantly overtake. And I want to add, since it is a collective reading, lust could be lust for money, lust for power, lust for recognition, lust for control. And so choosing situations or circumstances where they feel like they can have the most control. So in essence, it starts affecting relationships because they're too easily misguided. They're too easily led astray by everything that blows and gives them a hard on. Or everything that provides this illusionary fantasy world that's not real. Okay, it could be they watch too much TV. It could be, I'm serious, it could be that they just kind of got socialized and conditioned into this propaganda, especially if they live in places that kind of reinforces this whole illusionary shit, this 3D illusions. So if that's what, they're governed by, that's what's in that subconscious, it's going to affect all relationships, and it's certainly going to affect one that has the potential for healthiness, because they're going to be too easily led astray, like kids in a candy store. You know what I'm saying? Too easily. All right. What's temptation light, team? Light. What's temptation? Ooh, yeah, let's do it, team. Black lightning, violet fire, light. What's temptation? There it is. Boom. Can't hide. Can't hide. Can't hide, man, Memphis. Okay, not for real. Okay, so it's rigid. See, ooh. Okay. So in the subconscious, some of them are so rigid and resistant to changing their old ways. Some of them are so rigid and resistant to letting go of the need for multiple sex partners, the need for, spare tires and shit, the need for power and control, and the need, to keep up with the Joneses. They're so rigid. Against emotion, Queen of Water at the bottom of the deck. Fire and water. So they're rigid towards people who are emotionally balanced, people who are loving, caring, intuitive, and they're fast and loose towards distorted feminine energy in the Queen of Fire, because it appeases to the lust and the temptations even though it's illusion. They're rigid towards anything with connecting to their true feelings, with connecting to their true emotions, with acknowledging their true emotions to themselves, right? Because this is in the subconscious, to themselves, and then certainly to the 3D world, those that are around them. So they resist anything that has depth, anything that's beyond heat and passion and lust. They're rigid towards that, right? Look at this. They go ghost, invisible. And it's because in the subconscious, either as a child or as a young adult, they were made to feel invisible in some way. Okay, in the subconscious, they did not get this emotional, loving, nurturing energy from a mother figure. Something happened, or it was distorted. Either they didn't get it altogether, they were made to feel invisible, or what they got was distorted. They were manipulated at a very early age from a distorted feminine in the water energy, which uses emotional manipulation, right? Or negligence in some cases, that aloofness, that lack of sensitivity, complicating shiznit, making everything complicated in their lives, making them feel invisible, right? Some ruthless queen of air energy, so people who probably abuse them verbally, talked down to them, talked about them, you know what I'm saying? Verbally assaulted them, or silent treatment them, because a distorted high priestess of air will operate that way. So many of them have this stuff hidden in their subconscious from some primary feminine energy figures, and as a result, they have ran looking for passion to get fulfillment. Wow, that's kind of on deep status a little bit. A little bit on deep status. Jeez. Whew. All right, light team. What else you guys want here? I know we're going to get a tarot, but before we get their tarot, is there anything else? All right. All right. What do you guys want to reveal through the Kipper here regarding what's the stuff hitting in that subconscious that's influencing the collective's connections? Wow. See, look, lovers and community. Yeah. House, yep. So this is all about foundations. I'm telling y'all, this is stuff that they have had displayed and in some cases praised, depending on how toxic dynamics that they came from. It may have been praised, this kind of, you know, misogynist player whole energy, you know what I'm saying? Fast and loose, you know, with your body. And don't get me wrong, there's no judgment here, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's got a background and a story and have gone through phases and stages of life, but at some point when you start aligning with your higher self, you go through your transformation and you don't stay in things that you were doing when you were 15 and 20, right? You come into an awareness that you're to honor yourself. You come into that awareness, you know what I'm saying, that this behavior is reckless. Like you start transforming, you start growing, you start maturing, you start healing your wounds. But some people get stuck all the way in their 50s and 60s and 40s and shit and still acting like that. Still acting like that, still rolling like that, but on the surface portray something totally different. And look, here's child, inner child right here. Not dealing with it, you know. Some of them have this poverty mentality, and as a result, you know, they use connections in their sexuality and relationships as a means to an end, to get people imprisoned by them through these things, and they're imprisoned by the very same thing that they try to use to get people in prison. That's the irony. That's actually the irony. Because they keep creating chaos. Keep creating it. Keep creating it. Wow. And they keep ending up with messages of concern. You know, it's because they're not dealing with the subconscious shit. Light team, what is risk and patience from Kipper? What's the message? Light. Risk and patience, what's the message? Boom. Journey, see? They keep going down detours and shiznit. They take the wrong risk and have lack of patience for the right journeys that their higher selves have been trying to get them guided on. Right? The right kind of risk, the healthy risk, not stupidity, or like that one saying is repeating the same things with the same people or the same types of people, but expecting a different kind of a result. Lacking patience for the healthier things or individuals that are in a higher frequency that's in alignment with the journey that their higher selves is trying to guide them towards. And they didn't want me to say that, but I said it. All right, light team, what's wishing and courage? Light. Wishing and courage in the subconscious. Light. Wishing and courage. Light. Light. Black lightning. Wishing and courage, please and thank you. Oh, that resistance. Light. Boom. Come on. Wow. Okay, I'm keep going until I get a jumper, you guys. Light. Yeah. Can't hide from the sister. You're dealing with black lightning. All right. Boom. Look. Family room. Dun dun dun. Always wishing for one big happy family, but not willing to do the healing to face that subconscious, to change and transform. Just wishing. Lacking courage. Wishing to transform shit to sugar. Woo! I'm gonna keep it going. All right, light team, I'll behave. What's rigid and temptation and subconscious? Rigid and temptation. Oh, look, it came out. Message of concern. Look, because of their rigidity and their tendency to resist the temptation life and always caving into this stuff, they be fucking up their lives on a whole nother level, though. And it's in the subconscious. Sorry about that. This is why they have these constant repeat of cycles. And then they get a message of concern, somebody pregnant, or at least they're pretending to be. They get a message of concern, somebody got a disease. They get a message of a concern, they're getting broken up with, or they're trying to ghost somebody because they did some more crazy shit. They get a message of concern, right? In their esteem that maybe somebody has moved on and is doing fine and better. And to them it's a message of a concern, but it's due to their own rigidity. They should be happy for these people who have moved on. It's due to their rigidity and for their failure to come out of this energy of always falling into temptation, always believing the hype and falling for the okie doke of some bullshit. Regarding courtships in some cases. Courtships and partnerships, always choosing the wrong shit. And when I say the wrong shit, I'm talking about stuff that is toxic, karmic, and their higher selves has been trying to show them this. And they have these tendencies to be governed by lust, appearance, money, sex, whatever that means, power, stat, image. And it's in the subconscious, though. This is a subconscious reading. So no matter who they end up with, they go through a cycle of always choosing something. And on the surface, it has an appearance always at first. But because of this lingering shit in the subconscious, it ends up fucking everything up. They just go from town to town, person to person, situation to situation, playing the victim, telling the same old stories. And people buy it, unfortunately. Chances are you're one of them that bought it. We've all been there. Until shit start getting real, until shit start coming to surface, and folks start seeing shit, and then stuff has to come to an end because they see the toxicity, they see this person's toxic patterns, right? Yeah, and some of these individuals, like I said, they chase money, they chase sudden wealth, they chase situations that they feel like they can capitalize on, right? Too easily guided and misled by surface shit. Empty. It's an emptiness they have and feel. They're always communicating with people, trying to get some more shit, listening to folks. Woo! All right. Have mercy. That's all in their subconscious, light team. All right, we got it. We understand. We get it. We get it. So let's get the... Okay, no, they want that. Okay, let me switch. My bad. My bad. They want me to give a few of my interesting, crazy messages here that reveal some things that may be going on in people's lives, or some things they're thinking, or some situations that they're in that maybe these subconscious issues have created that is affecting the connection with you, or did, was, or will. Right? Wow. Okay. All right, light team, what we got? Light. Black lightning, let's do it. Journey and risk and patience. What's the message? Okay. Dang, I didn't even get to say nothing. Okay. It says here, when you should be mad, but you're secretly proud, right? So what I'm picking up with this is this. This stuff is so hidden in their subconscious. They should be mad at their conduct. They should be mad at some of the patterns or the things that they are creating, and not in a negative, toxic way, but just in an awareness, like something's not right with this. But since it's hidden in the subconscious, they're blinded, they're in illusion, they actually get their ego puffed up out of this bullshit. They're puffed up out of hurting people. They're puffed up out of ghosting people. They're puffed up out of talking badly about people. They're puffed up, about taking all these risks that's crazy and out of this world with this one and that one because of appearance. And then they get their heart broken and they get fucked over or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? They're proud. They feel like it makes them feel valid. This is how fucked up it really is. This is how deep this shit is in the subconscious. Because instead of seeing it for what it is, seeing the cycles that they have created and what it has caused them, they're in the ego and pulling some false sense of pride from notches on the belt, like we're still back in 1970. You know what I'm saying? Or from bagging, you know what I'm saying, this hot dude or this hot chick, or you know what I'm saying, or yada yada. So they're stuck. And unfortunately, they have people that are around them that are in that same frequency. So they all, you know what I'm saying? Woo, all right. Light team, what's family room? Wishing, encourage. Black lightning. Family, wishing, encourage. Subconscious, family, wishing, encourage. Boom. I'm not wearing any underwear. And see, what I'm picking up with this is that this is deeply rooted. This comes from their roots. They inherited some of this stuff from their fathers, their mothers, you know what I'm saying, their caretakers, lack of courage, being governed by sex, always wishing for shit instead of doing shit, the right shit, using their sexuality to try to get them a family life and shiznit, right? Using sex as a weapon, right? Hold the telephone, y'all. Hold the telephone. Woo, this is all in the subconscious now. I'm gonna keep saying that so y'all can remember that this stuff, they're not fully aware, but it is affecting the dynamics of how they do relationships. It is affecting. It's why they're in and out. It's why they hop relationships like they change the draws. Okay, I'm gonna be nice. Okay, lighting. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. Okay. All right. What's the message of concern? Rigid in temptation. Message of concern. Rigid in temptation. Message of concern. Rigid in... Boom. Look at this. Well, nobody's perfect. Since it wanted to come out in reverse, you know, what I'm picking up is that they have a perfectionist view and attitude about how people ought to be towards them due to their subconscious pain. So they're very critical and judgy. It's why they're always easily led astray, because they're always overly criticizing other people. Right? So nobody is perfect is in reverse. But when it comes to them and their shit, their statement is, well, nobody's perfect. Though they're perfectionists in what their expectations are in relationships. Unrealistic. So they keep searching for the greener grass. They keep searching for the high. They keep searching for the thrill. They keep searching for the ego stroke. They keep searching for the power. They keep searching. Look at the bottom of the deck we have. And then we had to talk about boundaries. They do not like boundaries, these individuals. And if you were a person that started setting up boundaries, this is probably why issues started in the connection, and it's probably why they're led astray to everything else, because some people don't have the boundaries, and those are the easier connections for them to have that will allow them to stay in toxicity. Yeah. They don't understand boundaries. They don't value boundaries. They don't have any healthy boundaries for themselves. They don't respect healthy boundaries of others due to this subconscious shit that they're not looking at. Maybe they got violated, their boundaries. You understand what I'm saying? Or maybe they were too coddled. Maybe, you know, their parents gave them some illusionary sense of life that motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, was there to cater to their whims and shit, isn't it? And because of that, you know what I'm saying, they have a tendency to not respecting people's boundaries. Yeah. Wow. All right, let's get the tarot. That's what I'm guided to do now. All right, light team. Boom. What we got in tarot? These subconscious things that are affecting the connections of the collective, whether it's them or the people that are on their mind. Wow. Okay. Look at this. Dun dun dun. Okay, so we got 7 of Swords as I cut the deck. This is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So many of them have built their whole lives on lies. The Seven of Swords is about lying, cheating, stealing, manipulating, dishonesty, right? Coercion. This is all they know. They lack proper judgment. With judgment being in reverse, because of these inner woundings, they lack proper judgment, and so they just live by always lying, scheming, cheating, strategizing, you know what I'm saying, gossiping, backbiting, causing conflict and chaos, always trying to steal some shiznit. And then for some of them, some of them feel like they feel like they're under some kind of judgment or curse. That's what I'm picking up. Some of them actually feel like they're under judgment or under a curse with this Seven of Swords and this judgment in reverse. And they don't trust, and because they don't trust their own judgment, they don't trust, so they try to get ahead of it by constantly lying and strategizing. That's how they cope. That's how it shows up in the 3D. Wow. Wow. Look at 7 and 7. It shows up in defensiveness. Now we have fire. Aries, Leo, Sag. Being defensive. So they're very defensive. And some of them won't admit, since it was by that Seven of Swords, they're defensive. They will keep the lie alive. They're defensive. Because of all of this lying and cheating, the star is in reverse. They can't heal. They're not healing. Because they stay in that Seven of Swordsy energy. The star in the upright would represent healing. Things being brought back to balance. Wishes coming true. Because they stay in that energy. And then they stay in this boredom, lackadaisical, lazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Oh well, oh me, oh my. Missed opportunities, 4 of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Always looking to eat tater chips and fart and scratch and, Wow. And then people end up cutting them off, or they end up cutting off people when all of this shit hits the fan, because they're not dealing with all these issues, because they end up burdening people with their behavior and with those toxic cycles with the 9 of Wands. And people eventually get tired, you know what I'm saying, in these situations where they've tried to hang in there, but because of some of these folks' refusal, because of their whorish ways with this Knight of Wands, fire energy, that rock star, hedonistic, passion-seeking, attention whore, money whore energy, sex addict, they eventually get cut off by people with that Queen of Swords, or they run and cut people off that would require something healthy. Because they're not facing that subconscious. They end up getting brokenhearted with the 3 of Swords, and they end up breaking the hearts of others. And they keep that chaotic cycle going round for round for round. Being the king of fire, always following passion, always looking for the next conquest. Not grounded, not balanced. I haven't seen no earth. And the earth energy brings in grounding. Earth energy brings in balance. Earth energy brings in growth and nurturing. When there's too much fire and too much air, it is chaos. It's reckless. Now look, here is Queen of Earth at the bottom of the deck. Boom. And they typically break the heart of anyone that's going to be truly grounding in life. Okay? Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. The Queen of Earth, Eight of Pentacles. Diligent, working hard, stable, focused. They lack focus due to what's running that subconscious. They lack the ability to zone in and focus on one thing, to zone in on or focus in on the now, the present, a choice, a relationship. They lack the ability to focus. Oh shit. Boom. And there's the Queen of Cups. Oh my God, we're getting the feminine energy. So wow. These individuals are prone to stay attached to toxic, distorted feminine energies or toxic, distorted masculines. Journey, risk, and patience. Journey, risk, and patience. Boom. See, look it. Eight of Wands. This is fast communication, fire energy. They fast and loose. This is a fast energy card. Fire. Right? They too swift to do dumb shit. They're too swift to take unnecessary, unhealthy risks because of that subconscious. What's governing that subconscious? Ooh. Fast and loose with communication. Possibly dealing with the Queen of Earth. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. All right, what's family room, wishing, and courage? Family room, wishing, and courage. Family room, wishing, boom. I knew this was going to come out. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. See, they're showing up as a page. They're showing up straight as a page. Y'all showing up as the Queen of Earth and the Queen of this and the Queen of that. They're showing up as page. A page is a young energy, right? Very, very young. So this, you know, the cups, you know, water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So they have an underdeveloped emotional body. They're emotionally immature. When this is in the higher vibration, it's different. But since we're talking about the things that are hiding in the subconscious that's affecting these connections, they have an underdeveloped their emotional selves is underdeveloped, and it's due to a trauma, it's due to something. And it's hidden though. This is hidden in the subconscious, but this creates this kind of overly childlike energy. They just want to play, they just want to drink, they just want to have fun. They, you know, want things their way. You know, some of them, they just wish for shit. They don't want to face anything. They don't want to be accountable to anything, you know, especially regarding emotion, right? They just want to be la 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 la, no matter what they're fucking up, right? Something got stunted. Look at failure at the bottom of the deck. Seven of Pentacles. Earth energy. Epic fail, man. Poor investment. Failing to invest in the things that are healthy and right and that has potentiality to truly grow and develop their life in a healthy way. Investing in things that are just doomed to fail over and over again. And then causing failure in things that were meant to be something to bless them or to help them in some kind of way. Failing to invest in the proper things, investing in the wrong. Wow. Message of concern, rigid, and temptation. Message of concern, rigid, and temptation. I ain't got nah king. I ain't got nah king and nah knight showing up. Message of concern, because we're going in that subconscious, and this is probably where they got stunted. Message of concern, rigid, and temptation. Message of concern, boom. Ooh, what the hell? The Fool. Aries. Major arcana energy. So the Fool's journey, they're always going on these escapades. foolish, these new beginnings, right? Because they're rigid and always being led by temptation. But then they equally become concerned that other people move on from them or go on these new beginnings and new journeys, but they're the cause. They were rigid to their transformation and healing. They were rigid and resisting change and holding on to those toxic ways and keep going on these foolish endeavors. It's another young energy. Ooh. The Tower at the bottom of the deck is in reverse. This is another major arcana energy. And what this is telling me is that they have a lifestyle of trying to, even, they don't know that this is what they're doing, okay? It's the subconscious. They have a tendency to do all this stuff because they're trying to avert towers. They're trying to avoid facing themselves. They're trying to avoid transformation, because a tower comes when we don't follow suit or align with our higher selves based on anything and foundations that are faulty, illusionary, unhealthy, and not true. So it shatters a situation, it shatters something, but with the intentions of building something anew, healthy, and proper. But some individuals try to resist towers by running. Oh, okay, this one, you know what I'm saying, she don't want to take my bullshit, so I'll go over here with this one. Oh, okay, this one is requiring me to be this way, okay, and I'm not getting enough money or enough whatever, so I'll do what I do here, then I'll go over here to this one. Oh, okay, well, you know, so they live in a state of just trying to avoid the tower of facing their truth, facing their inner demons, facing responsibility. Okay, so they keep going on these fool's journeys with like 12 motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They keep going on, you know what I'm saying, these new shits that keeps turning out to be shits. And then they have to try again and again and again and again due to greed. Now here's the king. But since we got a masculine king, but this is a greedy one because it's next to a tower in reverse in this case. Look at this, and it's next to the Queen of Cups. So they, wow. Ooh. Hold on, y'all. Ooh. Some of these individuals would rather, oh Lord. They try to, what they do, what's in their subconscious is they try to play on the heart of a Queen of Cups, the therapist, someone who is soft and sensitive and a good listener. The king is strategizing because he's greedy, he wants something, and he's trying to avert towers that he created. But instead of dealing with it, he'd rather manipulate heartstrings of an upright Queen of Cups and rather stay attached to his addictive ways to a fragmented feminine energy, Empress in reverse, which is a karmic feminine. Also causing unrest for the Queen of Cups due to their toxicity and their greed and their lust. Wow. And all of that is hidden. Look at this, Lovers in reverse. Look at that. Choosing, rejecting. Choosing, rejecting. That cycle that I mentioned. Choosing something, it looks promising, but the moment it requires something, oh, no, I'll choose something else. No, thank you. On to the next. Because they lack proper strength. They're cowards. I'm sorry, Lightning. Okay, I'm sour. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because... and I'm saying sorry, you guys, because it's dealing with some inner child things here that's hidden in their subconscious. That's why I'm saying it. Because they're not dealing with this stuff, they lack the proper strength to go for what, you know, they really want, their true happiness in a healthy way. Get healthy, get healed, get whole, get balanced, face the music, right? Stop trying to avoid shit, right? They can't, they don't. This is why the shits don't be working right. This is why they're either in and out. This is why they're hot today, cold tomorrow. This is why, you know what I'm saying, there's an instability there. Right? Wow. Woo. Okay. Anything else on tarot, or do I wrap this up, team? Should I confirm tarot? Let's see. We're talking about what rules the subconscious, what's affecting these subconscious hidden things that's affecting the connections that you all have with certain individuals. That's playing out even though they're not aware that this is the stuff that's ruling them. We are governed 90% by our subconscious. And when we refuse our transformation, our healing, or becoming self-aware, self-reflective, it has a tendency to wreak havoc. See, look, Five of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. See, look at. Maybe, you know, they don't feel safe in the world. They always feel like they're left out. They're always looking for, you know what I'm saying, this poverty mentality. Always trying to come up, always trying to find some kind of a stability. But they're doing this in the low vibe way. Because of this scarcity, this lack energy. Okay, and as a result, they end up leaving a lot of people out because of their greed. Their greed. That Eight of Wands again. Eight of Wands, Eight of Wands. I just saw. Always fast and loose to the next shit. Always having Three of Pentacles energy in a negative way. Trying to work with multiple people, but not being honest about it. You know what I'm saying? Because of this lack energy. Queen of Fire. Being constantly seduced by passion. And being slow. I just saw the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles next to each other. Being slow to finally develop into a true mature King of Pentacles. And here's the High Priestess. Secrets, illusions, mysteries, right? So they live in illusion. They have secret hidden lives due to this subconscious shit, right? They also fail to follow their higher guidance due to that subconscious stuff. And their strength again, see? Wow. All right, light team. What is, clarify Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. Thank you. Eight of Wands. Boom. Two of Cups. This is all about a choice in love. So, water energy. They lack patience with these types of connections, and they're always falling in love, or at least so they think. They're always offering their cup somewhere, right? Swift to take unnecessary, unhealthy risk with the wrong people. But failure to have patience with the right connections. Swift to go in and out of connections with that Eight of Wands. In and out, in and out. Earlier, I said changing relationships like changing drawers and panties. Look, and here's the Moon. Subconscious. This is the subconscious card. Some fears around love, some fears around intimacy, some subconscious woundings regarding that, some inner child things regarding that. And in some cases, secrets. Always have secret lovers. Always have spare tires due to some kind of a fear, right? All right, clarify the Page of Cups, by team. Boom. Yeah, here the whole card that came out. That was at the bottom of the. Okay, So we got the Knight of Wands, fire energy, with this Page of Cups. So they're always flirting. They're always scrolling Tinder, swiping left, scrolling Instagram, swiping left and right. You know what I'm saying? Always, you know, going back to exes for pleasure, and you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Just always in this kind of passion, flirtatious energy in a toxic way. Because most of the time they be in commitments and still acting like that, still doing that. Okay? But pretending like they're not. Like we said earlier, secret commitments, secret marriages, secret, you know, lovers and shit. Quick to come in and say things that they cannot fulfill. And here's patience again. Because they lack the proper patience with themselves and with healthy connections, with developing things in a healthy and proper way. They have all these voids, and so they just create all this chaos. All right, clarify the Fool. Light, clarify the Fool. Wow. Clarify the Fool, light team. Shit. Okay. Page of Wands. So this is the communication. We got a lot of page energy. We got a knight, but we got pages and knights. All right. See, they always want to communicate and send messages about passion. That they can do. Okay. That they can do for a time, as long as it's thrilling. Okay. But because it came out like this, it came out like this actually. What I'm picking up is that, but they lack the ability to equally communicate and get courage to communicate in a healthy way regarding ownership, regarding, you know what I'm saying, anything beyond the thrill, anything beyond, you know, that instant gratifications that they want to have. They lack the commitment, the courage, or the ability to follow through with that. They can do this for play and for fun. They can do texting, sending pics, and you know what I'm saying, flirty shit, but you know what I'm saying? They got no follow through. They're flighty, Knight of Wands, and it's the subconscious. They stunted. I'm telling y'all. Something happened. Not that it's an excuse. I'm not telling y'all this so y'all can go off. What I'm saying is, we're asking what is in their subconscious that's affecting the connection. They are immature. They didn't develop. And they're stuck in the whims of temptation and lust and chasing shit. They have no staying power. They have no maturity or depth beyond their pleasures and their glutton, you know, their what they want, right? Wow. Always able to communicate a new beginning, or promising new beginnings, passionate new beginnings with people, right, that they can't follow through on, or that they don't follow through on because they're rigid and they just get led astray too easily. When it goes past the fun, past just all of the cutesy shit, right? When it becomes too real, when it becomes, you know what I'm saying, where there's a requirement on all sides for more than just a good time or what they feel like they can get, right? Wow. Well, at least y'all know what's happening with these individuals. You know, they have inner healing to do, and that's up to them if they want to go on that journey. But for those of you this is resonating for, this is what has been affecting it, did affect it, or will possibly affect the connection, because they have no staying power. They had some inner child woundings with some primary caretakers with the feminine energy at a very early age. Okay. And they had some bad examples of masculine energy at a very early age. And this has shaped their views and their ways and their behaviors. And then they just kept recreating people that continued to enable that. They kept recreating individuals and situations that were continuing to foster their toxicity. What ends up happening is eventually they'll meet someone that's totally not like them. Okay, and that could be you. If you're awakening and on another path, the chances are you don't look nothing like the shiz and that they be about. Okay? So, you know, beyond the material world, beyond trying to get shit and floss and front and, you know what I'm saying? Beyond the 3D. Okay? You're probably an awakened soul. So, they don't really know how to deal with that. The peoples in their lives, you know what I'm saying, are in their own wounding, and they typically will tolerate this from them for a while until it becomes unbearable. And so when it becomes unbearable for these individuals in these situations, this is why they're flighty and they do all of this looky shit and pingy pongy and all that, because eventually, even for those who are wounded, eventually it gets too much. Okay? So what they do is just keep circling around, you know, go down the black book, or, you know what I'm saying? Look for more low vibrationals and shit. Right? Yeah. Wow. Well, light team, what's the guidance then? What for the collective, you know? Those that are awakened here and are dealing with these situations or people that showed up here, what's their guidance? What's their advice? Because some people, they're already out of it. I get that. This is a past energy. For others, this is what's happening. And for others, this is what may very well play out in the future. What's the guidance or what they need to know, please, light team? High vibrational, benevolent, love and light. I'm gonna shuffle one more time. Aww. Oh, that wasn't a shuffle. Hold on. I saw tenderness at the bottom. Opening heart. See, and here's card number 11. See, the thing is, many of you were probably manifested into some of these people's lives to help them to awaken, to open up their heart. Because remember how I said they were rigid against emotion when we saw that Queen of Water, or anything real or feeling, because of some woundings and some things that have happened. And so maybe with you, maybe you kind of started getting there a little bit. And because of that, that rigidity kicked in. They sabotaged it and started chasing. I'll behave. But anyway, it was probably a deep connection, and it was meant to be a blessing, right? You were probably extending your soul energy, your heart energy. But they were not. Their hearts are not. They resisted the opening. Okay, that was meant for them, because the opening is going to also bring about all this shit we talked about. This is going to open the wells of, oh my God, that's meant to bring their healing and their transformation. But they got to allow, right, and be open to that. And these people, whoever's in this here, right here, it's not funny, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, light team, what's the messages for my beautiful collective? What you guys got for them? Damn. Kapow bang. Ooh, look. Okay, so this one wanted to flip out in reverse. Ooh. And look, Lionsgate. Look at that, y'all. Tiger. Lionsgate. Ooh. 7 + 1, bring it down to an 8 and a 2. Strength, fierceness, family, decisive focus. Okay, So you guys, are being informed that these individuals, because this wanted to come out reverse, they lack this, okay? Currently, they lack the proper courage. This is confirming what came out earlier, to take sacred action. This is also confirming what we talked about the right kind of focus, the right kind of risk, okay? Decisive, sacred, decisive. They're indecisive, and they're taking foolish action because they lack courage, okay? You all are being guided to continue your path. If you're not already, shifting depending on where you're landing here, you guys are being encouraged to continue being that courageous motherfucker. Like, continue being courageously you. Continue taking sacred, decisive actions in your life. You continue to focus, not get swallowed in the rabbit hole of people's toxicity. Okay? That's what y'all being told. Like, nah, y'all keep your lion gate shiznit rolling. Okay? Keep that ferocious, fierce nature. And keep it on pushing status. Okay? Because look it. You guys are planting something new. You're grounding. You guys may be earth angels, some of you. Earth angels, healers, connected to the ascended masters, with 12 breaking down to a 3. Right? You're planning new energies. Right? You guys are being guided to keep that going. Keep it going. You can send them love and light, you know what I'm saying? Make your decisions, but you can't change them, or, you know what I'm saying, make them receive. You have to assess it and be aware, and then make the call, make the judgment. Anything else for here, lighting? Boom. Because here's why. There's too much hostility, okay? There's too much conflict. There's too much unrest. Trying to hold on to this kind of energy when people are staying stuck in that, it is only creating more and more hostilities, because these individuals are not currently embracing transformation. So all that they can do and create is more and more hostility. Okay, and possibly affect you in a certain way. You're protected with the Panther, though. You know what I'm saying? Woe unto those who even try to come touch her. That's all I'm gonna say on that. It's gonna be a nice little fun little ridey ride, energetic. It's ill advised. This Black Panther is gonna whoop their ass. Energetically speaking, it's said that the Black Panther actually represents Christ, his presence and protection. So it's like ill-advised. Like, come if you want to. You fencing or not. You know what I'm saying? I'll be good. So the guidance for you all is to, come out of the hostile situations, because all of its potential is just hostility. When people are stuck there and they're subconscious, like we talked about earlier, you can't make it unhostile, okay? You can't make them not be hostile. They're going to be hostile, since this stuff is in their subconscious. They're going to be hostile to any individuals who trigger them and try to, you know what I'm saying, that influence them in the positive way. Anybody who's going to try to get them out of that energy. You're being guided to just, you stay on calm waters, okay, within yourself, peaceful self-regulation, because many of you have already mastered that. You learned how to self-regulate. These people don't know how. This is why they keep all this shit going. They have not gotten there because they're refusing transformation. Many of you know how to calm your waters, no matter what kind of chaos and crazy shit motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, operate in. You know how to find it. So you're being guided to, look, let this go. All this is going to hold is more hostility. If, you know, if there's any hostility in your own heart, you know, do your inner calming to self-regulate and let it go. Okay, because they have subconscious issues here. All right, some of these people got issues with women. They have, you know, I'll leave it there. Yeah, you stay on the calmer waters, aligning with that divinity again with the number 3, ascended masters. 31 breaking down to a 4. Some of these people's foundation is just hostile. This is going along with the reading earlier where we talked about how some people have vendettas, and it's hidden in their subconscious that they have a vendetta against you. And this is why it also keeps creating bullshit. You guys like that water sound we hear? Follow the calming the waters in your own emotions. Self-regulate yourself and remove yourself from any of this kind of situations if you feel guided, and take sacred actions forward in your life. To be courageous, understanding that the world is your oyster. Because look at this great achievement. You guys have mastered something here, because it was not just your intention, it was your effort. You did the work. And these people have refused that, and that's their free will to do. Okay, but you did it. Okay, and you will continue to have great achievement as you continue on that path and align with your higher self and calm your own inner, you know, emotions and things like that, and take sacred actions, decisive, courageous, uncharted territory, to dare to co-create and manifest something healthy in your life. Okay, to dare to let go of what ain't. Right? Wow. Look at this. Oh, you guys are brilliant. Who y'all that's brilliant? It says brilliant beliefs. Who this? It says luminous life force, personal power. Whoa. Shit. 45, breaking down to a 9, spiritual path, humanitarian. Brilliant. You guys are brilliant. Life force is being restored, personal power. Good God. Good graciousness, okay? Breath and sound. Oh, wow. Some of you all may be strongly connected with dolphins and sound therapy. There you go with your badass divine feminine. Whoop, whoop. No, I'm just playing. Woo! Yeah. Magnetic power, baby. Receptive power. Handle it. Handle it, divine feminine. You handling the business. The masculine is what's for good right now. Because you set healthy boundaries. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop. You know, if you ain't, you being guided to. Divine feminine is kicking in. That energy, boy. She's like, hell to the nizal. I'm making adjustments here. Because your path has been illuminated straight up. Your guides are helping you straight up. Hell to the nizal. It's like, you're brilliant. Look, the card said it, y'all. Brilliant. That's what this card says. Straight up. Brilliant. Own it and love it. And live in it. You know what I'm saying? Right? It's all good, right? And you know, and just send these folks love and light, you know, send them calming water energy or some shit, you know. But that's about all she wrote. They have to go their own journey and path. That's the most loving thing you can provide for them, whether they believe that or not. Letting them go. Letting them go. Okay? Fully. They gotta go their path. You keep on yours because you got something brilliant beliefs, baby. Luminous life force. Can't be stopped. Can't be stopped. Shit. I mean, hell. And that's the way the goddamn cookie crumble. You heard me? I'm just playing. I bet some of y'all like, this lady nuts. Woo. I'm telling y'all what I know when I'm telling y'all what I know. Don't mind me, y'all. I get really silly and jokey after a while. I'll be like clowning. Don't mind me, okay? I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for coming in and joining. I certainly hope that this helps and resonates and confirms some things for you. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know, got to take it and apply it as such. And even if there's adjustments to be made, you have to let people go because of what's ruling their subconscious. It's all right. You know, feel your feelings. Somebody said loved it all. Thank you. I actually could read that for a change. So, you know, it's all right. You know, go through your process. Somebody said thank you. Somebody else said thank you, Goddess. Oh, you're welcome, you guys. It's my pleasure and honor to do this for y'all. I love doing this. It's my heart and soul. I give it all I got. Somebody said so on point. Oh, wow. Oh, you guys are all flooding me with all the positivity. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. And I hope y'all are able to do something with it. Somebody said deep knowing. Wow. Oh, and Miss Cheeks. Oh, what's up? No. Yeah, you guys, from the School of Hard Knocks, you know what I'm saying? I got a story, and one day I'll come on and give y'all the 411 about it. But yeah, honor yourself, okay? And an honorable thing to do for others too. I want to say this is, you know, I know it don't feel like it. I understand y'all don't look like it. It don't feel like it. The heart wants what the heart wants. We want what we want. I get it. You know, sometimes we're trauma bonded. Sometimes, you know, I get it, right? But sometimes the most honorable thing you can do in situations is actually let people go. And not try to hold on to them. Not try to convince them to wake up or grow or, you know what I'm saying? To just let them go. That's the most honorable thing that you can do in the name of the highest love, not this fake shit we be talking about. Because real benevolence is not going to foster and reinforce people's toxic behavior. That's a distortion. Okay? All right, you guys. I send y'all love and light. Go on with y'all badasses, with y'all brilliant beliefs. Somebody got some brilliant beliefs and luminous life force and personal power rolling. Okay? Keep it rolling. You're unstoppable, baby. Okay? Don't let nothing drag you down. Keep rolling. Right? Don't let nobody get you down. Dun, 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 dun. Don't mess up the song. Let nobody get you down. Dun, dun, dun. All right, you guys, I'm done playing with y'all. All right, love y'all. Love and light. Namaste.